Hola Fiona, buenos días.
Hola,
Uh,
buenos días.
Welcome to this last session of Confident Spanish, where we are going to be reviewing the success or not of this program for you. How you feeling?
Feeling good? Yeah, feeling good.
Mira, it's been a journey, no? It's taken us a little bit longer than 10 weeks, but what
Yes.
no, because it always does. It's not a problem,
There
no?
is life. Yes, life
But,
gets in the way.
but the main word here is journey. Is journey.
Yeah,
Where there was a
yeah,
beginning, there's been things happening in the middle, and then we're coming on the other side. So
absolutely.
my first question to you, if you remember how you were feeling or you were experiencing before coming across me, Habla Academy, and enrolling in this program.
Yeah, I was frustrated by the lack of confidence in myself to have a basic, relatively fluent conversation with somebody like a neighbour or with parents at my children's school or anyone in general, even transactional behaviours. I was frustrated that it wasn't going anything beyond the very basic level of Spanish conversation.
And what were your sort of expectations? What was it that you wanted to get out of this program at the beginning?
Yeah. So the thing that I wanted to get out of it the most was that confidence to ask questions, to move the conversation on slightly more, to increase my vocabulary. Those were kind of the key areas for me.
Gotcha. Muy bien. I I I made the notes, or I kind of copied the notes from our first conversation, and it's exactly what you just said. And
Mhm.
I wanted to ask you if sometimes things change, or we forget, or we sort of focus on something else. But it's true. It's that frustration you were feeling at the beginning and getting stuck. It's like there
Yeah,
was no flow, and that element, that social element of integration, no, or being part of the community. And
definitely.
your desire was confident, and the program being called Confident Spanish, we had a big promise here to materialize and to not only speak with the experts and to have smoother conversations. And I wanted to commit to a tangible goal of going from 2 minutes to 10
Yeah.
minutes in 10 weeks. Huh? Eh, I've got your I've got your scores, the scores that you began the program with.
Yeah.
Your fluency was very low, and the ones that I look at the most are confidence and immersion, which is that how we feel and how we can use it. Not everything else to me is secondary, all very
Uh-huh.
relevant, but I'm looking at confidence and immersion. Huh? So as you can see here, it was an average of what, 3 out of 10.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we had plenty of room to get better.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Definitely.
Now, during these 10 weeks, I've taken you through my three-part framework where we've looked at the speaking element, where I created a daily study plan for you at home and to fit that you could easily do while you're traveling and while your life is getting on the way and fun and everything else.
Yeah.
And the fluency practice with which you have been very instrumental in helping me improve. That something that I've been promising and very proud of, but I noticed there wasn't a room for improvement. Thank you to your feedback. Huh? Uh, Also, with regards to the element of the coaching and the mindset, we took
Mhm.
it from feeling frustrated to feeling a bit more yourself, where you could chat about your family, your work, your everyday things. We did a couple of activities, the fear busting machine, where we recognize your insecurities and we try to flip them and to overcome them so we don't see them as much as obstacles. And lastly, more recently, we looked at the authority booster to
Yeah.
to connect with how you feel, and that you can sort of manage your giggling and the intonation, which is something that I invite you to
Yeah.
continue paying attention to, so you sound a bit more like the successful adult that you are.
Yes.
And on the social side of my framework is the integration, the socializing, the connecting to get you to burst the expat bubble and to connect with the locals. And you did the Spanish team activity to
Yeah.
to recognize who's on your network, and to realize that there's a possibility to speak more to them and to get them closer to your life. And
Yeah,
we created that listening routine to immerse you more in the language. But
yeah,
on this element right here, I cannot take all the credit because you've been quite you've taken responsibility of going to intercambio events and planning your calendar. So there's a big part of you getting involved in this element, huh?
yeah.
So that's been the process to get us where we are right now.
Hmm.
And how do you feel now, 10 weeks later?
Yeah, I feel good. I definitely feel more confident. Even just with the basic immediately for me as a personal thing is getting the elephant out of the room and just by sort of saying, oh, look at, I'm English, I'm learning to speak Spanish, just give me some, be a little patient with me. Honestly, those kind of things, which immediately comforts me. And I assume might also comfort the person that I'm speaking to as well, because obviously before it might have come off as a bit more aloof and that I was just, yeah, not an approachable person. So that's a really huge improvement for me. And ask more questions as well, which I do feel more comfortable in doing, not fully, but definitely there is
Next,
a huge improvement.
next level, where you
Yeah.
came from nothing to a little bit more.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. Love that feedback. But you probably you know about me, and I'm all about the tangibles, the numbers. And I've created this next slide, which I've never done before. And to me, it's very excited to see your progress of the 10 weeks
Yeah.
in tangible numbers.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
This has been your improvement.
Ah, there we go.
Your fluency has gone up at 133% from two to six.
Okay.
Your understanding from 4 to 8.
Yes.
And these two, the confidence is gone up at 200% from
Yeah.
2 to 9, you told me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So overall, it's been an improvement of 181%
Yay.
when you came from in 10 weeks. I, I think
It sounds really good. Yeah.
because saying no, I feel more confident about how much. I think it's very important
Yeah.
to put it into numbers. Huh? I think this activity, which is the first time that I'm trying here, is quite um, revealing, no, of the actual progress.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, it's really good.
So now going back to day one, no? I think do you feel this being a success and that we've hit everything that you were looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I know the gaps. I see what's missing. I want to. I have the impetus to keep going. It's not a journey that ends here.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I think that I could definitely navigate from a 2 minute to a 10 minute conversation. It wouldn't be fluent, it wouldn't be perfect, but I would be there and I would be involved and I would be engaged. So to me, that's the goal in itself.
Amazing. Good job.
But I would also say that, the coaching side, the mindset side, you've helped me in all elements of my life, not just the Spanish speaking. So I thank you for that as well.
Glad to hear. Glad to hear. I don't really say this out loud, but to me, this is a self-development process. It's not just languages. Languages is kind of my excuse. It's how I found my way of to inspire and to
So
make people better. But everything that we're learning here, the growing a pair and showing and how to do conversations and to regulate your emotions, you could be used at the boardroom or
yeah, exactly.
when you're speaking to other parents. So I'm glad that it served you.
You've definitely it's a really nice way that you're doing it. The coaching side is as I said helped in other aspects of my life as well. So it's been really good.